welcome to Maverrik Live. I'm your host Luke 2 and today I'm joined by Molly Butler.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Welcome to your introduction. I feel like this is the new team member intake for everyone. I've done so many introductions. Everyone's like, have you done your introduction yet to Maverrik Live?
You've got to get them to sign up for it.
Yeah, so you get your contract, you get to sit down in, you get your laptop, and then, okay, you're on that Maverrik Live in about a week. So do you want to tell everyone who's watching basically your role and your title?
Yeah, so at Maverrik, I'm a social media account executive. So my role is that I've got my clients and I basically manage their accounts. I'm the comms for them, I post for them, look for potential clients, look for their prospects, and basically just run their account. I'm their point of contact.
Very good.
That's my main roles.
You're obviously stepping into the media side of things as well, because we've done some filming, some voiceover work, some social media quick tips. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of your face on the channels going forward.
Yeah, hopefully. It's something that I definitely enjoy. I think once I've sort of settled into the role here, then it's something that you explore a bit more. I feel like it's only natural. If you're working in digital, you're working online, I think it's a natural progression.
It's what we try and do here, where it's if you've got an interest in something and it can, benefit the business or yourself, it's, try it, give it a go.
Yeah, definitely.
Do presenting, get the experience in, some camera, it's anything you want to do to build, grow yourself, not just like, here's your role, stay in that cubicle, stay there.
That's your desk, stay there.
Yeah, go in the corner.
A magnet. We're actually chained around the ankles to the desk.
Don't tell them. One of those things where if I'm keeping you here, blink twice. So we'll go into, back into your history now. Before you got to Maverrik, what was your role? Where was Molly going?
So basically I did a business degree at the University of Plymouth, which was a 2-year fast track course, because I felt like I had to go to uni, but that sort of educational setting where you're just sort of sat there and being talked to wasn't really for me, so I did a fast track course. And then I graduated at the beginning of the pandemic. So
fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, loads of fun. Got loads of work done, which is quite difficult. Because obviously you get to uni and you think, right, in about 3 months after I graduate, I'm going to be in my job. And obviously that hadn't happened. So I was still in my part-time job at Tesco. So I was just sort of doing a few different bits and pieces there, a bit of customer service desk, a bit of fuel station, keep things fresh, new environment.
The things you go through when you're trying to get your foot into the kind of career hole you want to go into. Yeah. And then move forward. And it's hard because what you do is you work hard to learn new skills as well as doing a role job just, to get by, especially during the times that we had. Yeah. And then obviously you found us and
I did,
you've gone to Maverrik.
I feel like for a lot of graduates as well, it's finding that one place or that one person that's going to give you that tiny, tiny gap, that tiny opportunity that you need to actually do what you want to do. So I had done a little bit in social media before, just for friends, but nothing of this scale. So I was really lucky that
quite nervous to just step into that.
Dean was like, okay, we'll give you a go.
It's good to it's good to give opportunities out there, especially for graduates, because it's probably a hot button topic of graduates coming out and finding out where they belong in the career path, where they can go, because it's kind of constructed to themselves as soon as you work and try this out, then you get the career. Yeah. But a lot of the successful people I've noticed, especially for my course, was they were working and freelancing and honing their craft whilst they were educating as well. And balancing those two can be really stressful.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it is something that the majority of people go through. I think it should just be, it's normal.
Part of life to
but it's such a daunting, it got a year after I graduated and I was like, oh my God, I'm still here. This isn't working. What am I going to do? Yeah, because I feel the feeling of getting trapped into, in a career you're not too passionate about can be very daunting. How do I break from that? Yeah. And people struggle with that. Some of them for a lot of their lives, and it could be really tough and a stressful thing to go through. But I'm not going to go down that route just today. We can go into it. Yeah. But let's talk about the future of yourself, because this is your moment to shine. So, in terms of going down in the future, is there anything you're really excited about to do inside of Maverrik? Yeah, I think doing a lot more of the digital stuff. So I enjoy doing things like this, the quick tips, the voiceovers, doing more of that is something I really enjoy, especially because with the job that I'm in, to do my job, I have to be sat at my laptop all day. So to be able to sort of jump around and do other things, that's something that I really enjoy.
Have like a creativity side of things as well as the admin side of, getting the...
And like to get away from the laptop, not just for a cup of tea or a game of pool, but to do something else that's actually valuable is something that...
That's good. I mean, I'd say they're both valuable things. You've got the admin side and the creativity side. They're both really valuable, and bring them together. Because we teach, it's kind of like a guided thing, mantra for our entire company is posting on LinkedIn as well. Have you found that, I'm going to say, was at the start of posting on LinkedIn, was that a tough thing to get into? Because LinkedIn's kind of it's a pseudo-strange social media site, because if you're used to Facebook, if you're used to Twitter, Instagram, a lot of it's image, content-based heavy, whereas LinkedIn's kind of more of a approach to it, which is different. Did you struggle with that, or did you kind of find your own way into it?
I didn't necessarily struggle, but I could see why people would.
Yeah.
So for LinkedIn, like at uni, you get encouraged to do it, you connect with loads of your peers, and then you go into a role where you've got to be really active on LinkedIn and post something that may not always be in your own voice. That's something that you worry about what they would think.
The context of it all and yourself.
So you would worry about what they would think, if they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Or anything like that. But
suddenly you're this LinkedIn person.
Exactly.
Like, what?
And you're completely different online.
When you're in an educational space, they use it as like a CV tool. Don't they? A lot of the whenever I was on courses and in my university training, like, get on LinkedIn. It's a great place for then people to see you and your career. And they treat it like a CV space. There's more like a landing page for
but it's much more.
Yeah, exactly. It's an actual social media site.
Yeah.
So getting your name out there, getting your thoughts out there, and I feel like what we're doing here is we're building established members of each sort of field. So everyone sees Maverrik everywhere. Yeah. So everyone sees everyone who works in Maverrik everywhere, and they can kind of see their growth. I think last episode I was talking to Josh, and his growth was selling, and we're going to be seeing obviously your growth going forward with your new videos coming out, and with your content on LinkedIn as well. So it'll be exciting to see this video, and then in a year's time, the Maverrik Live going forward from there.
I know. It's going to be crazy. It's almost like a journal of like where you start. So you'd look at my posts before I was here, and you'd compare to what I'm doing now and what I would post now, and like the confidence that comes out in it.
Yeah.
It's just a whole other world. It's I always describe it as a bit of a professional Facebook to people that aren't normally on it, or like my family members when I describe what my job is, because they don't always understand. So I'm just like, LinkedIn's a bit more of a professional Facebook. So you just meet more professional people on there discussing more professional topics. So it's not just sharing YouTube videos.
Yeah, the first few posts are like the cringy back in the day, in my case, like emo pics of me in the mirror. That'll be the first kind of post, and then like a couple of years later down the line, it'll be like, oh, here's you now. This is your professional glow up.
Exactly,
Well, thanks for coming down, Molly.
That's all right.
And thank you all for watching Maverrik Live. We'll be back next week for our next show. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on LinkedIn for more tips and social selling guides, strategies, webcasts, anything you need to learn to sell on LinkedIn, and we've got it. Thank you again.